And good morning to all of you. I'm joined now by Laura, who will be interpreting this morning. I apologize for the nice little wind situation, but I wanted to say thank you to all of you for coming here this morning and really to celebrate Wichita. I am Mayor Lily Wu, and I'd like to recognize my colleagues who are here with us this morning, beginning with Councilmember Brandon Johnson of District 1, Councilmember Becky Tuttle of District 2, Councilmember Mike Hoheisel of District 3, Councilmember Dalton Glasscock of District 4, Councilmember J.V. Johnston of District 5. Really appreciate all of you for being here this morning. Also would like to say thank you to City Manager Bob Layton, who is here this morning as well, and I know it keeps cutting out, so I apologize. So again, we are really grateful for all of you to be here celebrating the start of the construction for the Hub, Wichita's multimodal facility. This facility will serve the future of Wichita's transportation needs for generations to come. It is not just a bus depot or a parking garage. It represents years of strategic investment and planning to better respond to the growth of our city and the surrounding neighborhood. The Hub will be a last mile destination. It's a place to park and then walk, ride a bike or a scooter, and meet up with friends before going to any of our attractions here in downtown. Now, this facility is not for buses or cars. It's for people. It's the next step of infill to create an even more walkable, vibrant city center with multiple transportation options and amenities. We're so thankful to all of our partners who have helped bring this project to fruition. I want to recognize WAMPO. They have contributed over $4.5 million to this project, and also past council members who have set aside $2 million from the sale of the former Hyatt Hotel. I also want to especially thank the FTA for contributing over $14 million in grants to the project budget. With that, it is my pleasure to welcome up Carrie Butler, Regional Administrator for the Federal Transit Administration. Good morning, Carrie.
Thank you. And on behalf of the Biden-Harris administration and FTA Deputy Administrator Veronica Vanderpool, I'm honored to be here to celebrate the significant groundbreaking milestone of the Hub with you today. As Mayor Wu mentioned, I'm Carrie Butler. I'm the FTA Regional Administrator for Region 7. I've been in this role for about a month, well actually 1 month today, so this is my first big event in this capacity. I've spent the last 10 years as the Director of Transit Agencies, very similar to Wichita Transit, so I understand how significant this type of infrastructure project is and the impact it can have on this community. So I'm just so pleased here to be here today with this group to kick it off. I also understand how important it is for transit agencies to be able to leverage federal dollars to make projects like this happen. These projects don't happen without the financial support of the federal government and partnership with our local officials, so thank you, Mayor Wu and the other elected officials here. The Hub was selected after Wichita Transit applied for and won a competitive grant program to receive a $12.4 million bus and bus facilities grant, beating out other transit agencies around the country. Following that award, an additional $5 million in formula grant funds will be added to result in a total of approximately $19 million of federal dollars. The federal government supports infrastructure projects when there is strong local support and commitment to a project's success like there is here. FTA's mission is to improve America's communities through public transportation, and we envision a better quality of life for all built upon public transportation excellence. A project like the Hub is an excellent example of how FTA is partnering with communities like Wichita to achieve our mission. This new multimodal project, the Hub, as Mayor Wu mentioned, is a three-story parking garage with 420 spaces, 12 bus bays, electric charging stations, intercity bus connections, office spaces, bike lockers, security offices, and links to the bicycle and pedestrian connections in this historic downtown area. So really truly an intermodal center and for people specifically. The local support for these projects not only requires the commitment of local funding, but the work and dedication of the local transit and city staff to make it happen. My staff in Region 7 has been working with the staff here in Wichita for many years on this project to get where we are today. I want to recognize the Wichita Transit and city staff, design team, and everyone who has been doing all the great work to make this happen. So please raise a hand and let's give them a round of applause. One of my goals as the regional administrator is to continue the partnership between FTA and Wichita Transit. Not only are we partners on this project, but in the ongoing support through our various grant programs that support all the riders of transit in this community. So thank you for welcoming me to this event, your wonderful city. I look forward to getting updates on this project during construction and coming back for the ribbon cutting. Thank you very much. I'll turn it now to Penny.
Thank you very much, Karen. We will now invite Penny Feist, who is our who came from Public Works and is now the Transit Director for Wichita Transit. Again, many dedicated city staff members have poured countless hours into where we are today. I would like to recognize Mike Tan, who has since retired from the city of Wichita, but who was very involved in this project and helped it get to where we are today. I would also like to thank Gary Jansen and Paul Gunzelman from Public Works for their hard work and logistics in planning. At this time, Penny.
Thank you, Mayor Wu. When people think of transit, they typically think of buses. Transit is so much more. It's walking, it's parking, and it's about keeping Wichita moving. Transit is both a quality of life and economic development service. We live in a world where we all have places to be, and planning for the future to ensure that our residents can get to where they need to go, whether it be a concert downtown or grabbing groceries or getting to work, is crucial to a well-run city. This location for the hub is ideal. It will sit in a centralized location for easy access and add even more parking spaces downtown. Roughly 425 additional spaces, as well as Uber and Lyft drop-off spots, bike and scooter rentals, and of course, the 12 bus bays for over 1 million rides we provide to residents each year. Construction will officially begin next week, and we hope to have the facility complete by summer of 2026. I want to echo the mayor's thanks for this project. The impact of this $26 million project was lessened for taxpayers thanks to the $19 million Federal Transit Administration grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation, which helps our residents save money on construction of this much-needed facility, as did the $4.5 million from Wichita Area Metropolitan Planning Organization. We are so grateful to the whole project team, construction crew, and all the organizations who have helped us bring this project to fruition. With that, I'll pass it back to Mayor Wu.
Thank you very much, Penny. And thank you for your leadership in helping get us to this point as well. When people think of transit, they typically think of buses. But transit is so much more than just buses. It's about walking. It's about parking. It's also about keeping Wichita moving. Transit is both a quality of life and economic development service. We live in a world where we all have places to be, and planning for the future to ensure that our residents can get to where they need to be, whether it be a concert downtown or grabbing groceries, as well as getting to work, is crucial for a well-run city. This location for the hub is ideal as it will sit in a centralized location for easy access and add even more parking spaces downtown. Roughly 425 additional spaces, as well as Uber and Lyft drop-off locations, bike and scooter rentals, and of course 12 bus bays for over 1 million riders will be provided for residents right here each year. Construction will officially begin next week, and we hope to have the facility complete by summer of 2026. I want to echo the thanks for this project again, and would like to say thank you to all of you in helping us get to this point. At this time, I would like to again thank Gary Jansen and Paul Gunzelman for joining us in this ribbon cutting. And we would like to invite our elected officials as well as some of our leadership staff to come forward for the ribbon cutting and groundbreaking of this facility.